Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time Live from Casey's Cause Studio. We got Noon Lions in the house tonight, and we're going to discuss their 100-year anniversary coming up here real soon. But first, let me talk about my sponsors. Once again, we're live at Casey's Cause Studio. Thank you so much to Tanya and Kevin, for letting us be involved with their son's foundation. We appreciate all they do for us. Thank you, Tanya. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Key Realty with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. You get a hold of Teresa. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting and Alarm Systems, 765-792-4012. Wellspring, that's Jennifer Burnham's group, 765-342-6661. Stids Comfort System, get a hold of Caleb Stid at 765-346-0195. K2 Fitness, open 24 hours and locally owned. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. The Yard Barber with Andrew Payton. Don't forget about Mike Swangle, Mike's Automotive. Get a hold of Mikey at 765-343-2282. And last but certainly not least, spit that out, The Haunting of Waverly, October 25th, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a free trunk or treat up there in Waverly. They do have a cash hayride. There is a haunted side and a friendly side. This is put on by Morgan County Parks, Valita and Company. Thank you so much, Valita. October 25th up at Waverly. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Shelley. All right, guys. I think this is the first time Noon Lions has been in studio.
Yes, it is.
I want to introduce you guys a little bit. Jennifer, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great this evening. Glad to be here.
Ross, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing fabulous. So it's a really exciting time for our Lions Club.
Yes, it is. 100-year anniversary. That's crazy. That's a long time.
Longer than I've been alive.
Mr. Blanc.
Yeah.
Happy to have you in studio, sir.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad you guys could make it. First of all, I don't know who wants to speak on it first, but tell us a little bit about what the Noon Lions is and what you guys do kind of in Morgan County.
Okay, the Martinsville Noon Lions is an international, belongs to an international organization of a service club of 1.4 million members. We service the Martinsville community with various service projects, and we will be talking about those different projects. We're excited about our 100th anniversary, and we've kicked that off this year by participating in the parade. That was exciting. It's the first time that I know that we've done it. We had our new trailer that we bought for our food that we've been doing. We've been fish fries out of that. We were in Waverly a couple weeks ago selling fish and tenderloins, and we pulled that in the parade, along with a couple of the golf carts, passing out candy and bouncy balls. And it was just exciting to see the kids' faces and being recognized for the service and people's appreciation of what we have done in the past 100 years.
Is this your first year in the parade for the Noon Lions?
Yes, as far as I know. I don't know that we have ever been do you know, past District Governor Ray?
I don't know of any time we have.
So, yeah, it was a blast. I loved it. We've also, last night we were at the city council meeting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, nothing like
time.
Yeah. Mayor Costin read a proclamation recognizing us for 100 years, so we were excited about that as well.
So wait a minute, you went to city council meeting before Porch Time. Wow, I see where I rate now.
Well, you were first on our list.
I set myself up for that one. Those council meetings are brutal, aren't they, Ross?
Yes.
Well, and you know what? The thing was, they changed their date last night, too. They were supposed to be on Monday, but because of the holiday, they changed their date.
Right.
So, and then coming up next
Tommy.
week, Saturday evening on the 25th is our actual banquet dinner, and we will be hosting past international president Brian Sheehan and his wife Lion Lori. They are from Bird Island, Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah, very unique place, isn't it, Ross?
Yeah, it's the only island in Minnesota that's completely surrounded by mud.
I'm trying to think, where would that be? Where's Bird, Minnesota?
I'm guessing probably about an hour and a half northwest of Minneapolis.
Okay. Surrounded by mud.
Surrounded by mud.
That tells me everything I know. Ross, how long have you been involved with the Noon Lions?
So I joined probably around 28 years ago. So,
Wow.
So it's been some time.
Yeah.
So, and, there's been a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of changes just in that time, but a lot of good works as well.
Mr. Blanc, how long have you been involved with the Noon Lions?
I was trying to think about that.
They were trying to tell me you started it, but I knew better.
Probably about 55 years.
Wow. Are you involved with the regular Lions also, or just the Noon Lions? Or is it all the same?
It's all the same. Your membership is all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah, there's individual clubs all over the state and the world, and so our main club is Martinsville Noon, which we meet every Wednesday at 12:15 at the Morgan County Fairgrounds.
Yep.
So that's one of the, but when we get together, as our clubs get together, we're all Lions.
Okay.
So we all work together as best we can.
So you work as one.
Correct.
Jennifer, how long have you been involved with Lions?
It's been 14 years.
Really?
Yes. So
you see guys out and about everywhere, members of the Lions Club as a whole. You seem to help all over the place. And I know you got a list of stuff there.
yes, we are involved in many different things. You'll see us out. We do. I'm going to let Lion Ray actually talk about one of the big projects we do. You don't see us out in this project so much as the children see us out in it, is our vision screening project. And I'm going to let him talk a little bit about it because I'm not able to do that project because I'm at work. So
Mr. Blanc's going to fill us in on this.
So he's going to fill us in on that project a little bit.
Tell us all about it, Mr. Blanc.
Well, it's sort of an outgrowth, actually, of our oldest service project, which began back during the Depression.
Wow.
At that time, many families could not afford even basic necessities.
Right.
And children were doing without eyeglasses and were not able to do their schoolwork. So the Lions Club, the members at that time, managed to buy eyeglasses for several students so they could do better in school.
Right.
Then a few years ago, as times changed, the regulations and laws required the schools to test the vision of children,
Right.
which was the job of the school nurse. Well, one person trying to test 300 school children in a short period of time became
That's not an easy task.
almost impossible.
Right.
And we started out, I think the first time was at Poston Road.
I remember getting our eyes tested when we were younger.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was at Poston.
We
That was a long
test.
time ago, Kevin.
Yeah. Right. Well,
Like
that's why I
40
read it now.
years ago.
Yeah.
A little bit longer than that.
Yeah. 50 years
We
ago.
test kindergarten, first, third, fifth, and eighth grades under the supervision of the school nurse. We make no decisions. We just
Test.
run the test and turn the results over to her.
That's a pretty cool deal.
Then, if necessary, if she feels it's necessary, she can talk to the parents about any problems.
So there's a lot of kids in this community that probably don't go to the eye doctor, don't have vision insurance and things like that. So these tests probably are helpful for them and their family. Hard to read when you can't see. So
It seems like I think they've been reporting back that maybe around 20% of the children that they're screening do need to have some eye exam.
eye stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, actually go in for an exam and maybe some glasses.
Wow.
The other type of vision screening that we offer is under the Operation Kids Site banner, and that is actually preschool age children, up from around 2 years old to around 7 or 8 years old. But it's actually screening for lazy eye.
How long have you guys been doing this, the eye testing?
As long as I can recall. Now the Operation Kids Site's relatively new. That was started in 2003, so that
22 years,
ago.
right?
But that was one of the newer ones, and that's one that, like I said, it's a nonverbal form of screening that you look into a camera.
Right.
About 10 times the size of the ones I'm looking in right now, but it actually measures the distance between the eyes.
Okay.
And it determines which, if there's an eye that's not focused in the right direction, and then we try to get those kids to an eye doctor.
Well, that's very fascinating. I didn't know you guys were involved with that, because I can remember at Poston Road. I don't want to say, I can't think of what year that was, but it was in the 70s. And we had eye exams done. Didn't we all have to go to the gymnasium or the cafeteria, and there was different setups? I'm trying to remember, but that's...
I can recall back in elementary school that we did vision screening, we did a hearing.
Yes.
And I think didn't we used to have dentists come in?
Well, they would pass out those
packs.
The packs,
Yeah.
and you chewed them, and then everybody at the table had
remember.
cavities everywhere.
Yeah, we had red
stuff.
teeth.
Yeah.
So I can remember that, but our club just basically is focusing there, and at the invitation of the school nurses, like Ray said.
That's phenomenal. Thank you, Ray. That's awesome. What else you got, Jennifer?
Let's see. I was thinking about the kid site thing. That's one of the things that's near and dear to Ross and mine's heart, because Kid Site did find that our daughter had the lazy eye, so we were able to help get correction for that immediately, as soon as we found out for that. The other things that I can think of, we are also out to... one of my things that I think that has been in history that I've been involved in is, as Ross can talk a little bit about here in a minute, is there are positions you can move up in the organization. We're the local level here in Martinsville, is Martinsville Noon Lions, but we also have a district level and state level and international level. And at the district or the international level, I was challenged when he was in the district level to come up with a project while he was district governor. And one of those things I came up with was to do shoes for schools. And I helped get monies and stuff to be able to donate shoes for the school to help those who were in need. And I didn't realize how many kids we had in our school system who came in the middle of the winter in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Because they really didn't have shoes to wear. And that's something that was near and dear to me at the time when they told me they had a need for that.
It's shocking. Before we get into the international side of it, tell me a little bit, if somebody wanted to join the Lions or become a Lions, Noon Lions, what do they have to do, steps they got to take?
So membership is actually considered by invitation.
Okay.
But if someone contacts any of our members and we will sponsor them, we have to sponsor a new member into the club. It is voted on. Very rarely have we ever turned anybody down.
Sure.
But it's one of those that it's open to men and women, as you see, which hasn't always been the case. Our Martinsville Noon Club was all-male club up to around 2003 before we allowed our first lady lion to come in. But that's one of the things that it's very simple. There's an entrance fee of $35 to come in, and we just welcome anybody. We can get a hold of any of us.
Right. We also have a Facebook page at Martinsville Noon Lions. You can also reach me. I'm the club president this year at 765-346-1231. I'd be happy to talk to you about it as well.
Forgive me, I was going to ask, do we have royalty in the room tonight? And apparently we do, if you're president of the club.
I am.
And do you have a title?
I'm actually
Helper to the president?
yes, I'm somewhat the chauffeur and the gopher.
Right.
But actually, my actual title in Lions is past council chair.
Okay.
And as Jennifer was talking about the different levels of Lions governance, I was over a district in Indiana as a district governor. It basically covered everywhere from Morgantown at the southeast corner to south of Terre Haute in the southwest corner.
Wow, that's a big swath.
Oxford, Indiana, which if you're driving up 65 and you get up to the big wind turbines,
That's way up there.
That's about where my district went, then over to Logansport.
Okay.
And back down. So we had 56 clubs that I was governor.
That's almost a third, if not more, of the state.
It was a lot of the state.
Yeah.
Now, our state's basically split up into 7 districts.
Okay.
But that is not the largest geographically, but the second largest. And the year I was governor, then I was charged with visiting all 56 clubs in that district.
That's fun.
It was a lot of driving.
Right.
So that was my district governor year. But then the following year, I moved up more at a state level to become what they call the council chair, which is the person that is over all 7 of the district governors. So that was the highest position that I've held.
It's pretty high, though.
It is.
Make it to the state level.
Yes, and so if they say, "Oh, are you the highest ranking officer in Indiana?" I guess for that one year, I suppose you could consider me.
So you were the top dog in the state of Indiana
for that one year. And we had another one of our members, Terry Maxwell.
Yeah.
He had attained up to that position as well. So.
Wow. What about you, Mr. Blanc? Do they give you a title, or are you just...
Well, I'm also a past district governor, but I went a little different direction than Ross and Terry did. I was asked if I would like to serve as a trustee of one of the state projects.
Okay.
And I picked the Indiana Lions Eye and Tissue Transplant Bank, where we collected corneas from deceased individuals with the permission of their families and used them to improve or help the eyesight of someone with damaged eyes.
Very interesting.
I became chairman for a couple of years. And because of the contacts around the country, I was asked to raise the money to establish an eye bank in Nepal. So that was probably my achievement.
Now, wait a minute. Nepal, isn't that on Mount Everest?
Yes, it is. That's the base of Mount Everest.
Yeah.
It's relatively dry.
You opened an eye bank in Nepal.
Well, I didn't do it personally, but I did raise the money for the equipment and training of technicians.
I was going to say, the cost of living there is probably not very high, but still you got to get the equipment there. That probably costs a ton.
Well, they got it done anyway.
Believe it or not, it's still in operation.
It's still in operation, and when I felt like I had done everything I could do, I asked Ross to take my place.
That's when I became a chauffeur. He goes, "Hey, can you take me up to the meeting? I needed a chauffeur."
Right.
I didn't realize he was trying to rope me into that position.
Right.
And that was 22 years ago, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So Martinsville Noon Lions put in motion an eye facility in Nepal, and it is open, and in large part thanks to you and what you accomplished. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, so the trustees, there's actually then 3 trustees per district.
Okay.
When Ray was governor, I believe there was 24 trustees. Then there was 24 when I became first involved with the iBank, which then it got lowered to 21. But then where he served as the chair for a year, I served the chair up there as well for 5 years, and we've actually sponsored an additional iBank in India. So and you look at, I could talk about this for all night.
But this stuff's never been. I mean, I've not seen it anywhere. Never heard about it on the radio or the newspaper or anything.
Some of what they say.
Phenomenal.
Some of what they say is Lions is the best kept secret. I don't know why we end up being that way. We need to get out there and be more visible more verbal about what we do as Lions.
And I think the whole thing is that we serve not for recognition.
Correct.
Right.
And that's the worst thing about it. And then when they say that, it's like we don't do it to blow our own horns.
Right.
Even the Bible talks about you not boasting about the things you do, but I think that we do need to be proud of it.
And it's not really boasting when you're promoting what you're doing and you're trying to grow your numbers, because I mean, when people hear, to me, it's fascinating. Never even knew that was about you guys.
So we talk just basically on corneal transplants. That's actually the number one. A cornea is considered an organ. And it's the highest number of transplants done in the year, which there's over 50,000 in the United States every year.
Wow.
But there's 1.5 million people worldwide that are in need of a corneal transplant. So, we're just trying to help, all we can.
Cut down that number as much as you can. I had no idea. You didn't give me this little tidbit of information coming in.
There is a lot of information.
I want to ask you, nonprofit, are you funded through donors, or how do you go about business like that?
So yeah. You want to do that, or?
Well, fundraising is part of it.
Okay.
You got to have the money to do those things.
You are not nonprofit.
No,
we are a nonprofit.
We're a nonprofit.
Okay.
And every dime that we get from the public, through our fish fry and so on, every dime of that goes out into service somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe in Martinsville, maybe someplace else where it's needed.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a requirement of Lions Club International, that every Lions Club, every nickel penny that we raise from the community
goes
back into the community.
No lion is to get any recompense other than maybe expenses to go someplace.
Right.
And a lot of that is even involved. We do pay dues.
Right.
So we have to pay dues to be members of the club, but that just covers administrative expenses, even all the way up to our international headquarters in Oak Brook, Illinois.
So one of the only requirements you guys actually have is that you got to be able to fry fish, because you guys are the best at fish frying.
So as far as fundraising goes, we do fish. We do our fish fry typically in June with the tenderloins. We also have our pizza sales around the time of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I do remember that.
I'm trying to think. We're starting to get out, and we now have our food trailer, so we're going to be starting to try to get out more with that, finding events to do that with. I'm trying to think what else.
Well, we do an annual golf outing.
Golf outing.
Around $6,000 a year, so we have that in typically around August. So we just had that golf outing. But like I said, all those proceeds then go back into
what you're doing.
Right.
You guys do a lot of good work.
Yes. I was going to go into a couple other things I know of.
Please do.
Far as our school, supporting things of our kids. I mean, that's a big thing for us. Ray talked about doing the vision screening. We also we support the John Kuntz Relay, which is one of our big events.
I don't know if you've ever covered that, Kevin, but that's a very unique event.
Yeah. Went to school. Coach Kuntz was in there. Taught my brother track and everything, and coached football when I was there. But anything he has his name attached to.
Well, it's one of the few track meets where the boys and girls both compete as one team.
Okay.
And there's all sorts of different events, so it's a lot of relays. So you might have two boys, and a team being two boys and two girls, but there's no set starting. One team might start girls, one might start boys, but
whatever they want to do.
Each other.
Right.
There's the shuttle hurdle relay, which is a 100-meter relay, where you have them. The boys go one direction, and the girls they pass off, and the girls go the other direction. And one of the things, as a trophy sponsor of that, and then we also provide field marshals.
And is this done over at the high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was one year that we had to move it down to Bloomington for some reason. They might have been redoing the track
Sure.
here. But yeah, we usually do that, and the kids they really love it because they don't really get to compete together. Usually the girls are going one direction and the boys are.
When do you guys? What time of year do you guys do that? Is it later in the spring?
Yeah, it'd be in the springtime.
Make sure you get a hold of me.
Okay.
Because I'll go there and go live to that. That would be fun to see. Do you want me to read off some of these events
Sure,
you guys do?
you can.
This is just part of what the Martinsville Noon Lions back or supports or is involved with. They do the vision screening, the Joseph E. Arnett Educational Award, and we'll get into that momentarily. The Kuntz Memorial Relays, which we just spoke about. Martinsville LEO Club.
Leo Club, yes.
Club. Sorry. MHS Football Shuttle Service. Martinsville Empire Sponsor. And like I said, we'll hit on these here in a minute. Indiana Lions Eye Bank, which we discussed. Indiana Lions Cancer Control Fund. I'm interested in that because we're going to talk about that. Indiana Lions Speech and Hearing. Operation Kids Site. Indiana School for the Blind. And Diabetes Youth Foundation of Indiana. That is, that's a lot.
Yes.
How many members of you guys are there, Noon Lions?
I believe right now there's around 44 members.
Correct.
And that, has been pretty constant the last few years. So.
Yeah.
But we're always, of course,
Looking for more.
Sure. Can you tell me a little bit about the Indiana Lions Cancer Control Fund? Part of our event we've got this Saturday at our trunk or treat is we now have 4 children we're trying to get there that are fighting cancer in this town. Ella Pemberton, Bowen Landfair, Ella Morris, and Ryder. All 4 of those young folks are fighting cancer, and it just drives me crazy. I lost Tim to cancer, lost mom and dad. Can you tell a little bit about the Indiana Lions cancer? Or we got information on that?
Well, you want to cover? You want me to?
On what?
Cancer control.
I can talk about cancer.
Yeah.
So I can remember when I first joined Lions, and I believe it was like 1996, somewhere around at that time. The big cancer control thing that we were doing, they were raising $1 million to purchase a gamma knife radiation device, which was used to treat inoperable brain tumors.
Right.
And that's really what I think cancer control really was in its heyday of doing stuff. We also then were providing for a patient advocate that people could call and up to IU in Indianapolis, and she would assist people with getting referrals, getting them pointed towards the right direction. And now we've sort of, the gamma knife is now long gone history.
Right.
But it's one of those that we're still raising money towards research. Yeah.
The other thing that we have that seems like a small thing, but we all have these laying around our houses, many of them, that we don't even know what they go to, is we do keys for cancer. And we take those keys and turn them in and melt them down and take that money that we get from them.
I've got a drawer full of keys.
Like I said, that seems so small.
That I guarantee it doesn't open the door up anywhere, but yeah.
But we do collect those. So like when we have the fish fries and stuff like that, I usually have a place to try to put those, and we collect those and can turn those in. seems
And
small.
We don't care if you know where the watch locks are. We'll take those.
If you want to put your address on them, okay.
Right? So now wait a minute. Because I can see us working this angle. You take old keys.
Yes.
So if I set a can in here,
Yes.
January 1st, and
Yes.
said, everybody comes in, bring your old keys,
We'll pick them up.
throw them in here, and when
Turn
that
the
can's
cash.
full, I'll contact you and say, how much, can I be nosy? What's a key go for nowadays?
I have no idea.
I mean, is there a market like the gold and silver, or they're just Inconel or iron? Most of them are. They're not a stainless, I wouldn't think.
Well, there's a lot of
Galvanized, maybe.
maybe some brass.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, I have
Never
no
thought of
idea.
that.
I have people,
Probably a lot of
builders and
nickel.
stuff that don't have wrong keys. You know, they change the locks on the doors. That where I work, they just give us the keys and
Jennifer,
use
you
those.
just reminded me of one of our most visible projects, which is collecting used eyeglasses.
Well, I'd give you about 20 of them, my readers, because I go
Well,
through
now
about 4 a year.
there's boxes at the various places around the community where you can drop in your old eyeglasses. We collect them. As a matter of fact, there's several boxes right now that need to go to Indianapolis.
I
Yep.
break them. I
And,
have readers and I break them once a month.
Yeah. And they go, they're sorted, they're checked for the prescription, bagged, and then groups going out to
mission trips, Mexico.
communities and poor communities in Mexico and Guatemala and so on, and take those eyeglasses, and an optometrist or an ophthalmologist will go with them, and people will walk for miles to come in.
Well, sure.
Couldn't afford glasses,
And they're
but they can
thrilled.
get a free pair.
Now,
that fits them.
now, if I break mine, let's say I break these, could I turn those in?
Sure.
Even though you only got maybe one piece of it, but it's fine. You'll take that and match
Yeah,
it with
that
another.
matches the lens with something.
Okay.
So, yeah, and that's one of the things, and we work with the prisons. The prisons actually will go in and clean the glasses. They'll actually, there's
This is
equipment
phenomenal.
that will read the prescriptions of the glasses. They'll catalog those, and I think we just had, not our club,
But we had
another
group
group from Indiana. has
I
Just
returned
went
from
to Mexico.
I've never heard of this stuff.
Yes.
And now you've got prisons involved
Yes.
to where they're actually
Yes.
cleaning the lenses,
Yeah.
putting them back together, and then you're sending them all the way around the planet.
Yes.
That is incredible.
Well, while we're on collections,
Well, sure. Keep going.
we also have, where we're talking about speech and hearing, we also collect used hearing aids, as we have a loaner-donor program for hearing aids for those who can't afford them.
You cover the sight and the hearing.
Sight and hearing, yes. And we can also collect used cell phones.
Now that is a business in itself. There, that's probably a big business.
Well, what we typically do with the cell phones, I think they typically go to the women's shelters.
Just
Because they can,
for emergency calls.
yeah, they
I
can be
get
used
that.
just for the 911 calls,
Right.
just in case of emergencies. So that's a lot of what those go for. Right? We don't sell them.
Sell them, no. They're just,
This is all fascinating. I mean, I want to be involved in this through Porch Time.
well, we thought you were going to tell us you want to be a lion.
Well, here's why. I was on the fall foliage and this and that and the other stuff, but I limit myself when I get tied
Yeah.
to a certain board.
Right.
But because I'm not attached, then I don't. And I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
Don't take the wrong way, but I don't have to play by your rules. So we can gather and get whatever we
That's
need,
right.
and then give it to you and say, take what you need. You know what I
Well-
mean? And that way, I do want to set a box up for
Yep.
glasses and keys and hearing aids, and that's stuff I can promote
Right.
all the time.
Well,
And that's stuff I've thrown away 6 pair of glasses this year. I guarantee it. that could have been put to use.
Yep. Well, let me answer a question here for that. I bet some people are probably wondering because Ross mentioned that we are a noon Lions Club that meets every single week at noon. Well, I work. And I work in Indianapolis. And I
You're not making it back by noon then.
I'm not making it back by noon. So on most years, president here, and I don't make every meeting. My vice presidents are wonderful, and they're hosting the meetings for me most of the time.
That delegation of authority really works.
It does. But I want you to know you don't have to make all those meetings, and you can still be a part of the Martinsville Noon Lions Club. A big thing about it is working the projects, being out there willing to serve in other aspects of it. So don't think, oh, I've got to sit through all of these meetings. You don't have to sit through the meetings. It's being more involved in the service and working the projects and having that heart of a lion. That's the most important thing.
Well said. You don't have to attend all the meetings, but your reach is worldwide. And the more I hear about you guys, the more fascinated I am. And I'm not joking when I said you guys are door patrols and fish fries and things like that. And we see you cleaning up. It's super hard to be super involved in an organization when you're young. Yep, Seth is involved with a lot, but he has a newborn right now. But how you doing, Seth?
Well, and let me tell you about that. If we have Seth with a newborn, my daughter is going to turn 18 in November. She's adopted from Guatemala, and she came home at 14 months. She has been part of Lions the whole time. She's attended meetings and everything else with us. She is a Leo at the high school now, and she has worked alongside us from the time she could walk and participate. She has had hundreds of sets of grandparents involved and has loved every minute of it. So don't let that hold you back because it's perfectly fine.
Tell us a little bit about the Leo program at the high school.
The Leo program at the high school, they have been working on that. They have been involved with service projects along with us, making pizzas, working the fish fries. They've been selling gnomes. They're getting ready to work on that as well. They do meet during the days. I know that they've had switching of times and that type of stuff as well. Just listen for when they're going to be meeting. I know they're going to probably be meeting sometimes after school. Some of that's up in the air right now, so we're waiting to hear some more information on that.
Yeah, so we sponsored the Leo Club back in around 2003, and it's open to, you have to be in high school.
Sure.
And then up through age 18. Mm-hmm. And when you're 18, then you can opt if you want to continue on and go, and you can transfer your Leo membership into a line. Into
the main lines.
Yeah, so.
Very cool. Getting them started early.
Right.
Seth says, that's awesome. He's a grandson superintendent for the Morgan County Fair. Glad you guys are flexible. Also appreciate your organization for taking money for my events during the fair.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we've done for many years is working the grandstand events. And I can recall even when we were little kids. That
was a long time ago.
Phil Deckard, Lion, he would always announce that the Lions had free silver dollars at the ticket. Of course, nobody did. And everybody came looking for them. So.
Right.
Sometimes he even said I had them.
Phil wouldn't do that, would he?
Yes, he would.
We need to get him in here. That'd be fun. And one of the other things, I don't know how long we've got tonight, but we could, hours, but one of the big projects that we were celebrating next Friday is the dedication of a cabin at the Indiana, or Diabetes Youth Foundation of Indiana's campground in Noblesville.
Okay.
And that was constructed in memory of Lion Roger Chalkley of our club. He used to be an employee at Home Bank. was a longtime treasurer and a past president of our club, and also past council chair Terry Maxwell.
Okay.
Both of them suffered from diabetes, and we received some donations in memory of them, and essentially we were able to take $25,000 and turn that into a $200,000 contribution to build this cabin up in Noblesville.
Wow.
And that was a large part of that was through our Lions Club International Foundation, which is the one of the top 5 non-governmental organizations as far as charitable giving in the United States.
That's phenomenal.
So it's one of those that, as much as we miss those 2 lions, it's so much good's going to come out of that.
Now I got to ask you this: is the brotherhood or sisterhood or however you want to explain it? You travel state to state. Could you pop into a Lions Club over there and talk to them?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Your reach is ever ending with each chapter.
And we have.
Yeah, we
have state to state. We have countries. We have been.
Yeah, we've have some members been to Germany that've been to clubs. I know that for Jennifer and myself, I know we've been to visit clubs when we used to go down to Gatlinburg. We'd visited the Lions Club down there. I've been to the Pasadena Lions Club when we went out and followed Purdue to the Rose Bowl. We decided we weren't going to miss clubs, so we attended the Pasadena Lions Club.
That's awesome.
Ray's been to several countries outside. Jennifer and I have been to Japan, India. On different types of Lions functions.
But the baseline is still the same, though. It's still the same.
It's all we serve.
Right.
It's all we serve.
Yes, and excuse me. Lion Terry Maxwell went to his first convention. Happened, he and I and our families were together. And he looked around one day in the square and said to me, I can't believe all these people from different countries are all here together for the same reason, to help those less fortunate.
Yep. That's phenomenal.
The one thing I found interesting is we went to Kerala, India, for the eye bank.
Never even heard of that.
And it's because we had sponsored the eye bank there. And we were allowed to go visit some of the recipients of the corneas. Was it corneas?
Yes.
Corneas. And to talk to some of them, we had interpreters with us and stuff. And I had almost decided not to go on this trip with Ross this time. And what I found interesting was traveling so many thousands of miles away to hear 2 of the recipients. I get very emotional with this, so I apologize.
You're fine.
For them to look at me and say, when my one question was, what was it you most wanted to see? And 2 of the recipients said, I wanted to read my Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in
I expected something different, totally different.
Yeah, we were in an area of India which was Christian. It was in southwestern India, and it was interesting because it was a Christian country,
Sure.
a Christian state within India, but it was also communist. So it was sort of it was a mixed bag. But the whole thing is that Lions is made up of people of all religions, all skin colors, all races, cultures. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't discuss politics. That just divides us.
Right.
And but we're just Lions. And you'll go to an international convention someplace, and you can't even speak the language, but you can still communicate as a Lion.
Or the little boys. I mean, we had special pins. The district governors had special pins made that represented their themes. And, we'd hand those out to the kids, and just their faces lit up. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, the people you meet, lifetime friends all over the world. I mean, people here, you just friends that you meet that you just...
You
just can't imagine it. You just don't imagine the lives. You don't expect it. But the lives that you touch.
as a nonprofit, you guys, especially from this area, I was sitting here trying to rack my brain. I don't know of another group or whatever you want to call it that has the reach you guys do, now that I understand it a little bit, and does more than what you guys do across the globe. I don't see that. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is mind-boggling at times.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm sitting there thinking of some of the other stuff that we've done in the past. I mean, our club actually built a habitat house.
Here in town?
Yeah, here in town.
I think they were on. I remember them talking about that.
And we partnered with the other Lions clubs in our county to build another habitat house. And we may have helped build a third one with all the service clubs, the Rotary, the Kiwanis, all of them. We might have all partnered, I think, on one habitat house.
Well, I think Bethany is in the Rotary and the Lions, maybe. No?
Oh, probably not. There's
not ours anyway.
There's a little bit of there's some past tensions between
the Rotarians. That's where we draw. Now we're getting into the good stuff. This is where we draw a line in the sand.
They stole our land one time and hung it up over at Shields's.
Is Shields in the Rotary or the Lions?
I think that was the Rotary.
Well, now I'm going to get in the middle of this now. I'm going to have a Rotary flag out front one day and a Lions flag out one.
So do you
But they're
recall?
all good because they do different things. We've had them come speak to us.
Sure.
So we've all got that same
Helping.
helping thing, but we serve.
Yeah.
So do you recall? I mean, I know we've had some natural disaster type things. What we have been able to assist with on some of those things?
Well, 2008.
Yeah, we have received funds from Lions International after the tornado that came right through town. We handed out a number of gift cards to be used at the grocery and so on for people that had lost a lot of food or medicine or whatever and needed to get it back. I think it was around our share was around $7,500.
Wow. That's kind of
and that was an overnight gift. We didn't have to wait a month to get the money.
Right.
It was the next day.
Got it.
I was just saying, I thought we did the flood hazard on our thing
all we
flood
have to do
too.
is we just call our district governor. He calls our headquarters in Illinois, and he gets a $10,000 check the next day.
So when you guys know Larry Ralph, he's done a lot. He works with us when we do our fundraising for hurricane relief, tornado. We did the Bowling Green and then when the hurricane came through there, we were in the mountains with North Carolina. Some of our people, we had this entire building full of supplies. We took 13 vehicles south. Next time we do something like that, I will reach out to you guys and say, hey, you want to jump on board with us or anything you can do to help.
And the thing is, with the major disasters through our Lions Club International Foundation, I mean, they may contribute $100,000. And the one things that about LCIF is that we're there for the long haul.
Yeah.
So, we've built tent cities for people where it's something that a lot of times people will jump in on those immediately and provide assistance, but then after the dust settles and it's not a hot topic in the news, they tend to go off to the next project. The Lions are there for the long run.
Yeah. You get a lot of that. You get a lot of people want to help and look at me, and then they're there and then they're gone.
One of the things that one of our clubs in our district now was working very heavily on was providing cook stoves to Ukraine.
Yeah.
And so they've, I don't know how many, probably close to 10,000, I guess, just cook stoves have been manufactured and sent to Ukraine. So, I mean, it's
that is just incredible.
There's there's just countless things that we could talk about.
I had no idea.
Well, I know why you have no idea. after a hurricane. It was in North Carolina, and they were showing the pictures on national TV of all the groups that were moving in to help. And one of the pictures showed a group of men in blue shirts roofing a house that had the roof torn off. I happened to meet a lion from North Carolina, and I said about seeing that, and he said, yes, those were lions, but they were never mentioned.
See, we got to help that. We got to help get word out that you guys do this stuff.
It's never been mentioned about the stoves.
Yeah. It's just,
As Lion Jennifer said, we're really unrecognized.
Yeah, but gee, the work you do, I mean, we've been on for 51 minutes. You've helped kids in Nepal with their eyes, kids in India, kids across the globe. You gather keys, you gather corneas, you gather hearing aids, you help hurricanes. That's not even counting what you do within the area code of 46151. Your reach is across the globe. And I guarantee you 98% of this county has no clue that you guys do all this. And it's not boasting, and I'm not trying to say these guys deserve a pat on the back. You do, but it also we've got a very giving community. You guys know that.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And when you run into a group like you guys that touch so many quietly, that's where you're going to get donations, and your reach can even go further.
And I think Sunday, I know we're talking about quiet, but I think Sunday at the parade spoke a lot.
Yeah.
Spoke a lot to us.
It spoke a lot to us who were there on the carts or in the truck. Just the thank you, the happy 100th, that meant a lot. I mean,
100 years doing God's work.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
mean, that's phenomenal.
I think maybe the problem with Lions is that we don't spend the money on marketing ourselves because
I
we'd
understand.
rather get the money out to where the people need it.
But now you have the guy in the city with the biggest mouth is learning about you.
So now we're going to double our membership in the next year, correct?
We are going to do what we can.
And I have an idea here.
All right, Mr. Blunk's got an idea.
Jennifer mentioned the fact that it's a noon club, and it makes it difficult for someone like her who's working
Right.
to attend. How about all these retirees that are only 65 years old? That's a kid compared to me.
they're going to come be your lunch buddy.
So if they're looking for something to do and help the community,
There you go.
come see us.
There you go.
And Martinsville is fortunate. We do have an evening club as well. Now,
Right.
they're considerably smaller than our club, and not near as old. And members in the 100 years, but they're not near that. But it's one of the things that there are other options to help as well and to get involved as well.
And like you said, even if you're in the noon or the evening, you're still Lions.
Same goal.
That's
we
right.
serve.
Now, does the evening have a president also, and
Yes.
the whole structure just like you guys do?
Similar structure, just like I said, smaller membership. There's Lions clubs in our county, and Morgantown has a club. Eminence, Monrovia, Mooresville, those areas do have Lions clubs that are active at this point.
So when we do fundraisers in here, would you guys want to be interested in doing stuff like that? If I say, hey, we got something going on to help this child or this person, or is that something you kind of? I know you guys go to beat your own drum.
Well, I mean, if somebody, like Ray takes care of making certain that children that need glasses get glasses. So if you need a child that needs glasses,
Get a hold of you
get
guys.
a hold of Ray.
Okay.
Or get a hold of the club. We'll get them in the right direction. I mean, if you like Jennifer talked about earlier about hearing aids,
Right.
Things like that, just get a hold of us. We'll find the right persons
Right.
to talk to. As far as helping, we're open to participating in all different things.
Right. I mean, kind of like some of the, I guess, the other things. I mean, we're still community oriented. I mean, we help with the 4th of July parade.
Yes, you do.
I mean, we help block off the streets and the Christmas parade. We help, except for this year, I mean, because of our anniversary being on the 25th, we normally help with the Halloween trick-or-treat at the park. So, I mean, we help staff those type of events. So, you know,
You guys do the concert, the pre-fair concert.
Correct.
Yep.
So,
You guys are all over.
Yeah, we helped at the pork producer stand today, and that's always a lot of fun at the fair. So,
Oh yeah,
you know, there's just,
that's the best tent out there, by the way. I'm just saying.
especially on Wednesdays when we work it.
Do you guys do the breakfast in the mornings out there, or is that the?
Oh yeah, at the pork producer stand
On
they
Sunday
have
or
us
Wednesday.
from 6 to 10.
I got to make it out there. I need to retire from my regular job and just do this full time so I can be there at 6 o'clock for breakfast. What else you got, Jennifer? Anything else you want to hit on, or we pretty much
I
hit
think
on?
that's pretty much hit on most of it.
I want to make you guys a promise, though. I am going to do the keys, the bucket,
Okay.
the hearing aids. There was a third thing.
The eyeglasses.
The eyeglasses.
Eyeglasses.
Yeah, how could I forget? I'm not kidding you. Here's how bad it is.
I can bring you some signs if you'd like to put on them.
Please.
Okay.
Get you a box.
Please.
For
Yeah.
eyeglasses. We've got eyeglass boxes we can get you.
I will make it a point. That is a point of conversation on almost every show I do from now on, because I laugh. About 2 weeks ago, get up in the morning to go do your normal run to the bathroom thing, and put my glasses on, dropped, stepped on them, destroyed them. Took them over, threw them in the trash.
Well, we don't necessarily want them all just tore up.
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
You're going to go buy us a stack of glasses.
there you go. That's not a bad idea. Well, imagine once a month somebody spending $25 on throwing glasses into a box.
You know, and that's one of the types, and like I said, but it's not just readers. It's
Right.
also prescription glasses. So
And it seems like everybody's prescription's out.
Right.
And so
there's boxes at all the optometrist offices. I believe some of the funeral homes may have to collect for us as well.
But now I know the story behind it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I may have looked. We get our eyes examined up at work once a year for free, in the line of work that I'm in, and I guarantee there's a box there probably, and I don't even pay any attention to it because I know the story now.
And one thing that maybe we should touch on is that the same year that our club was founded,
Oh, yeah.
Helen Keller actually attended the International Convention in Cedar Point, Ohio.
Really?
And she dubbed the Lions the Knights of the Blind. And from that point on, that's where Lions have really
That's the direction
found
you went.
their focus is to help with all forms of preventable blindness. So that's something that, you know, we've hit on cancer, we've talked about speech and hearing, but I would say
Our main thing.
is vision.
Vision has always been the core.
So that's something that I think is, you know, as Jennifer said earlier, that's near and dear to our heart, you know, with our daughter.
Sure.
With seeing all the good that we've done through our eye bank in Indianapolis. It's just, there's just so much that, I guess, Lion Tom Williams, maybe from our club, summed it up best, is that when he went to one of the vision screenings, he did his own granddaughter. He screened his own granddaughter, and he noticed that she can't see. And he did not wait till the nurse sent them the paperwork to refer her to an optometrist. He took her immediately to an optometrist and got her glasses. And he says that with a tear in his eye, he says that the day that she got her glasses, she went out and she goes, "Papaw, is that what leaves really look like?"
Wow.
And it's things like that that are just,
Sure.
they just tug at your heart. And, you know, nothing's more fun to me than watching Facebook Reels. You see the little babies that put the glasses on for the very first time, and they look up and go, "Oh, that's Mom."
You see the one where
Right.
it's almost goggles they put on the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
And he recognized her voice, but he
Just the
never
smile.
saw her.
But the smile.
Right.
And then the smile, he sees
Well-
right into her soul, and he knows that's his
Right.
mommy.
Yeah.
Well, but
And boy, that just tears you apart.
we think about that
We take
with
it
the
for granted.
children, but also
Yeah.
think about it for adults.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this because I'm this person.
Yeah.
Diabetic retinopathy is real.
Yeah.
And I fought that for 3 to 4 years, to the point I was almost legally blind in one eye and almost the other eye. I couldn't see the bluebirds out by the, I don't want to call those hatcheries.
Yeah, the fisheries.
You know, we would be driving home, and Ross and Danielle would be talking every night about the bluebirds. Do you see the bluebirds, Mom? No,
Couldn't see him.
I couldn't see them. But once I finally was having the injection and laser surgeries, several months, multiples of them, they finally did a surgery on me. And once I finally got the vision back, I could see the bluebird. Then it was the cataracts.
Yeah.
You know, and so just the difference in that, and you don't realize how much vision plays in your life.
Sure.
Whether it's as the child or
gift
the
of sight.
adult, it's making the difference.
Yeah.
And if people are to the point where they cannot afford to have corrective eye surgery, you can get hold of the Lions. Through our eye bank, we've got a surgical assistance program that we can help with cataract surgery. I mean, you have to certain financial requirements.
Sure.
But, you know, we just can't provide everybody with surgery. But,
Right.
But for those that need it, you know, we'll help take care of that. So.
Well, you guys, no pun intended, very eye-opening. I wasn't meaning that as a joke.
That's what we're here for.
Right?
Yep, that's what it's about.
Very
I mean-
informative. And I didn't know most of this, honestly. It's just, to me, it was just, and just being dead honest, just another organization in town looking to serve, but I didn't dig into it.
Just frying our fish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, Joe Public, that's what they see. Not anymore. Not if I can help it, because
We appreciate that.
this is interesting. I like a lot that I hear, because it's, well, I mean, we do a show on Tuesday called Bible for
Right.
Dummies. We try to do good stuff in here. We're rough around the edges, but our hearts are in the good spot, and that's what we try to do. And you guys all are in the right spot and helping Janae Paul. I mean, that should be a headlines on something. That, I know you guys won't take it, but that's just phenomenal in India too, and Ukraine, and you guys are across the board. So good work, and congrats
Thank
to all
you.
of you folks.
Well, thank you very
100-year anniversary coming up on the 25th of October. Am I correct in saying that?
That's when we're actually celebrating it. Tomorrow's actually what Mayor Costin called, I believe, Martinsville Noon Lions Club Day in Indiana, or in Martinsville.
So that is tomorrow.
That is
Yes,
tomorrow.
that's-
Tomorrow is actually our 100th anniversary.
Anniversary.
But we're
Very
just
cool.
celebrating it on the 25th.
So what do you have planned for tomorrow? Or is Kenny cooking burgers for you or anything, or no?
No.
No, we couldn't get him to do that. But like I said,
Come on, Mayor.
but we've tried to use the month of October to try to really promote ourselves. You know, getting on the show here, being in the parade, participating in that dedication of that cabin on Friday the 24th, and then with the dinner on the 25th.
Now, I'm gonna give you a hint on your Facebook page. I've not looked at it. Mm-hmm. Flyers, because it's social media. The flyers are the public service announcement to the radio. You get a flyer, get somebody that is good on Canva or can make a good flyer, and you wear that out posting that stuff. And like tomorrow, you post one flyer about that day, and don't smash over the top of it with a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, like we had a gal make those for us for our trunk or treat. That's Twisted Turtle out of Paragon. But she's really good with flyers.
Yeah.
But you post that stuff on the site and let it set for, leave that your only post for the day. And
Okay.
just every week post something different. Invite people to your page. I'm going to invite people to your page.
Okay.
So your traffic's probably going to pick up. But use that. Radio and television are no more local level.
Right.
social media is it, whether it's going to be Facebook or Insta or Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, or TikTok. I don't even turn on the news anymore. I get all my information from X, and I guarantee you, your numbers will come up quick. People are going to
Stress levels go down too.
Yeah. When I turned off national news, I was like, boom. At 58, I'm doing good, so no gray hair because the stress went away. But yeah, you use that pay. I don't know who runs it for you, but
I post.
Okay. But how is there an age limit, young wise, to be a lion?
18 is the starting. It's
Okay.
the youngest that we have, and
Because that'll get asked, I guarantee.
so hopefully here in November we'll have an 18-year-old, which should lower our average age a lot.
Yeah.
And as far as our upper limits,
How old are you?
We've got Ray here.
Does Ray top the chart or no?
Do you have Leroy beat, or is he 6 months ahead?
His birthday's not until March.
Okay.
Mine's next month.
Okay.
So Ray's got 6 months on our second oldest member. So, and then we've got.
Well, happy birthday if I don't see you, Ray.
I think Lion Jerry McGinnis from our club. He's been like a member
60.
Yeah,
63
well,
or 64 years.
his father was president.
Yeah. So he's been a member of our club longer than we've been.
Yeah, longer than me.
Well, here's what's funny. Last year, Peregrine Homecoming came in here, and this year too. But last year was their 100th year anniversary. Now you guys are in here for your 100th anniversary, and as I'm like, wow, everything's turning 100 around here. But you guys do great work, and that's what keeps you going. That's what keeps the doors open, so to speak. We're going to make sure you get more people. I like this. I had no clue. I'm embarrassed by not knowing an organization like you guys exist in this community, and what you guys do as a group. Phenomenal stuff.
Well,
So
we're more than happy to come give you an update here in another year.
no, we're doing that before then. We'll have you on here. We're going to put you on a 6-month rotation. We're going to get you in here, if not sooner.
Be fine.
Do you have something coming up in February? You said
We will have the pizza sale
Super Bowl.
for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Pizza sale
We
for
want to make
Super
sure
Bowl.
we get you in here at the end of January. Then make sure you reach out to me, or if I don't reach out to you, or I'll put it in the planner.
Yeah, we can get you a copy of the flyer, and people can order. And what we
100%.
do is we just make up the pizzas over at the
Fairgrounds.
You pick them up; they're ready to put in your oven.
Pop in the oven.
Yep. So it's one of the fundraisers. It's really a fun one-day fundraiser.
Yeah.
And I will say all of our fundraisers are fun. Now, I'll admit there's times that I get, oh gosh, I don't want to do that today. But anytime I get there, I always have a blast.
Right.
So
I got an idea on that pizza thing here. We'll discuss off
Okay.
air.
Okay.
we'll do that.
Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys coming in tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll have you back on in. Mr. Blanc, you got to come back and see us, okay?
All right.
Promise me that. Thank you guys for tuning in. No show tomorrow night. Corey and I will be live at Plainfield High School Friday night. The Artesians take on Plainfield. Might be some coffee with Kevin at Excellent Day Breakfast Friday morning. Haven't got that squared away yet, but busy week next week. I'm selling my house, so I know we'll do Bible for Dummies on Tuesday, but I don't know about shows next week. But I stand corrected. I do have a show tomorrow night. Rustic Charms coming in at 7 o'clock. Logan is going to show you a little bit about what they do down there in Brown County. Have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon. Support these people. Support this group. You're going to see me flood the page with stuff from them. We'll see you guys soon.